Hello, this is Garthidus, and I decided I'm going to start making some Minecraft videos of the builds I do. Right now I'm playing on the False Symmetry Patreon server, and I'm in the spawn town. Uh, the, this is the little house I built. Everybody has to build a spawn house before you head out and build the main base. So it's pretty basic. I got a little cake from somebody. Um, yeah, it's just a small little hut for me. I like building more open, and we kind of had restrictions. And I know some people can build these awesome little huts and actually massive buildings. But mine is just basically a small garden. We got kind of a tree, swamp tree. I kind of should probably put vines more up top as they hang down, and with just a little river running through a small little garden park. And I don't know one day I might spruce it up a little more. Maybe add some benches, a little more greenery here and there. But for right now, I kind of like it. It's just kind of my little home in our little spawn town here on False Symmetry's Patreon server. So I'm going to head over to my main base and show you some of the builds that I've started over there. So this is my nether portal leading to my base. I've got my little banner here. It's supposed to be kind of crops growing out of a lush grass with the sun over them. And this area used to be a lot more flat, and then I kind of dug holes looking for quartz. And then we come through my nether portal. We'll see the first permanent structure I built. I had kind of a temp little area that I had set up that's still kind of there. Let's go through. So this is my main entrance room, or a building more than just a room. But you can see up there just a high ceiling, tons of glass and stained glass. We got some trees right here, some crops, wheat growing. Since this is the west where the sun sets, I went more with kind of night colors, the blues, the blacks. And then on the other side where the sun rises in the east, you got more of the sun colors, yellow, orange, and red. And then I got four little areas. I got kind of a small brewing area over here, just set up to make some minor potions and such. I'll probably build another area with a much more complex setup eventually. I've got my kind of sleeping area and just kind of some chests to hold stuff. And if I'm going to do something temporary, just kind of throw the stuff I don't need into one of these chests, or just if I'm coming in real quick and just want to dump stuff before taking it to my main storage area, just throw it all in there. And then over here, I've got two furnace setups, just for quick bulk smelting, and just kind of a design of lava flowing. And last little area here is my enchanting area. Got it set up for max enchanting table, and just kind of keep some throwaway stuff in case I need to get rid of stuff, and just some lapis. And then lastly in this room is my storage area. So I just kind of got everything and everywhere. I need to put signs. I kind of remember where everything is, but I probably need to get signs. It is expandable. If I want, I can take it out even further and put more chests. If I wanted to, I could make like a T, so I can go out that way with chests and that way with chests. And it's the same over here. Just got my anvil, ender chest, some other little things. And I know the first thing you're probably thinking is, these waterfalls have to have been a pain to get up. But once you have Depth Strider, they're actually not that bad. It's about going upstairs almost. Without Depth Strider, yes, they are incredibly annoying. But once I got Depth Strider boots, it was perfectly fine going through them. And then we go out, we'll be able to see the rest of my area. Over here I've kind of got a log cabin situated on a ridge. I got my little fishing hut right here. I got some fishermen villagers in there. Over there I plan to build a massive library. It's a desert. I got a forge here with my toolsmiths, weaponsmiths, armor smiths. I like building areas for the villagers rather than just having them all in one spot. Though once I get kind of the best of each villager, I'll probably put them inside this log cabin. This big cobblestone building actually has all the villagers sorted out for the time being. So this area I plan to build kind of a garden park, probably put a large fountain about right here, and then just kind of my main area where all of my storage and my bed and other things like that are. So you can see it just kind of goes up pretty high, just stained glass, and there was kind of a stained glass atrium was kind of the inspiration behind it. I need to figure out how to light it a little better. Some of the wood can spawn spawnable areas, so that's why there's a bunch of torches. I need to figure out how to light it a little better. So I'm just gonna head over here to the beginnings of my library. Eventually I'm gonna put bridges between these three areas going over the river. And right now this is pretty much the basics of it. Just diorite, polished diorite, blue glass, and here I got the floor. The floor is all set up. Around the quartz, I'm actually in these kind of little corners. I'm going to put librarians with bookshelves behind them, and then little posts so that they can't run around. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in the middle. Maybe some type of fountain or just statue of some sort. So I've got a mine shaft right there. There's nothing really to it. It's a basic mine, so we don't need to go look at that. The next little area I had my animal pens all through here. I still have my horses and donkeys right here. Eventually I'll move them somewhere else. I just haven't decided where. And this was kind of the first structure I built here. Eventually I'm just going to make a little garden down there. Not, vegetable garden, but kind of a garden park with flowers and benches and little water features. This was the first area I built. I built a kind of little hidey hole over here. And just, I've got another mine down there and just kind of threw some chickens down here. I've got a chicken machine, so I don't really need them, but I don't feel like killing them. So this is where I kind of started out at. And then I eventually built the large atrium over there. And this is my forge. It still needs some work on the outside, some detailing. I kind of transferred over because I want to get kind of the basis of the buildings for each set of villagers, so I can get rid of them. Now, my toolsmiths are supposed to be in here, but somehow they ended up other places. I believe these are my weaponsmiths. And then there's a toolsmith mixed in with them for some reason. And then I got my armor smith. And there's a librarian with them. I don't know how that happened. Okay. So apparently they're teleporting, because all the librarians are in a hold over there. That is disturbing. Unless somebody's playing a joke on me. In which case it's not funny, because these things are a pain to move around. There isn't much to it, just mostly lava flowing. I got some anvils. I've got some more bulk smelting units. One here, and one over here, in case I needed to do a lot more than what I can handle in there. And these are just the little holds I have for them. We can come in and see they're just kind of in here. And I don't know how a toolsmith got in here. Again, what's with the teleporting villagers? And I'm sure you can hear them all going nuts. All my clerics are in here. And then on the other side over here are a bunch of librarians. So in here I got 2 farmers that are trapped. This guy does my carrots. This guy does my potatoes. And then when I need to, just flip the lever. It washes them all down. He collects a few as they wash down, and then replants them all. And then they grow. We're just going to come over here, and then they all collect over here. And I got kind of overflow right there. I haven't set it up too automatic yet to where it can sort it. I'll eventually get to that. So this is just kind of my log cabin. Still a few little details to work out. Eventually I'll put kind of my better trades for villagers, the ones that I really like, up here. So it'll be a lot quicker to just come in and get emeralds. Mostly it's like the ones that have the best trades for like the raw materials, like the farmer with the best trades for the crops, the cleric with the best trades for rotten flesh, so I can just get through them pretty quickly. Just have a little balcony, can overlook things. And then out back, there's a little valley here that I built all my little, animal farms. I haven't finished my rabbit farm, so these are just the rabbits I eventually have to breed up. But I do have my cows. It's a pretty basic setup. Wait. That wasn't supposed to be like that. Oh well. So, you just get the cooked steak in there with the leather. And this is all manual. I know a lot of them have them automatic where they turn on and off depending on the levers and such. I built it a little quicker. But it's a very basic cow breeder. And then I have over here, Slipgator had this design, but his was a little more bigger and spread out, and I just have them in little pens here. You just kind of press this so they bob up and down, shear, 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 and then it eventually collects in each one of these. And I need to make it a little more automated, probably with, hook them all up with hoppers, and so they all collect in one spot. Right now they all collect in their individual slots. Over here I have my pig breeder. Same basis as the cow breeder, except rather than a full opening for the babies to go through, it's only a half slab. It's a little more compact also. You just kind of walk in, press that button. This I don't have a lava bucket because the only reason I need pork is raw pork to trade with butchers. So you just kind of put that over. The baby piglets can stand right here, and when they grow up, they suffocate and drop all their pork chops. And here is a door that leads to the inner workings of my chicken breeder. I wouldn't say cooker because I've currently got it set up so it doesn't cook, it suffocates them. Because again, with steak, I don't really need cooked chicken. So we'll just come take a look at that. And that's it. You have to go through that door to turn it to cook or suffocation. I got about 4 in each pen. I think some of them died, but I'm pretty sure there's still 4 in each pen. And then you just throw the eggs down. The eggs, there's hoppers behind all these stairs, and they just all collect and get shot out. It's a basic design of a chicken farm that just kind of shoots them out. They get collected in an area. When they grow up, it's currently set up to suffocate. I could turn it so that it cooks the chicken. I got some cooked chicken in here, but mostly just raw, so I can trade it with villagers. And then a ton of feathers that I need to get a sorting system to just kind of check the feathers, because I don't need that many. And then in here, I like to use dirt to protect doorways I don't go through very often. In here is a basic villager breeder. I got like, is it 25-ish villagers all crammed in there. And then down below, we have our actual village with a bunch of doors down there. And he just constantly opens and closes doors. Straight down here is actually a zombie spawner that I used to get my first couple villagers. And back over here, I have my shepherds. And just give me all the wool, except I don't know how much I'm going to use them because I have a bunch. Mostly just probably for emeralds. And I need to add a little details in the middle there. We'll just quickly take a look at the fisherman's hut. I need to do a better entrance. Right now it's just those. And I've got them all just kind of over here. Haven't done much with them. I need to put string down so that the vines don't hang down as much. But just kind of a little fishing shack in the middle of the lake right here. And I've got another little farm right over here. This is where I have my cactus, sugarcane, and mushroom farm. Though mushrooms don't grow. I don't know why. I always have problems with mushrooms, and it annoys me. And it's not the light level, because these places should be dark enough. Eventually I'm going to automate the sugar canes, but right now it's all manual, and I guess that gets in the way of them growing 3 high right there, but oh well. Not too worried about it right now. And I got just 2 different wheat farms that I'm going to show you, and then the 2 other areas I'm working on. So in here is the most efficient wheat farm I currently have. It's currently off. The bone meal grows the wheat, and then I've got 4 farmers set up. So as soon as the wheat is fully grown, they harvest it and then throw down some seeds. They're full of seeds, so they don't pick up the wheat. And then underneath is a hopper minecart that runs through and collects everything that they drop and then deposits it here. Right now it will continue to run because the stuff will still grow even if it's not bone mealed, so it still collects a little bit at a time. And I need to do a sorting system to shoot out the seeds because it's a little, they build up. But I have a ton of wheat right now, so I'm not too concerned, and I have a bunch of bones. It goes through a lot of bone meal, but it can get tons of wheat very quickly. Then I have another design over here that it was the kind of the first design that worked fairly well, but then I came up with that design that I think works even better and is much more compact. And you'll see I had help somewhat compacting it from Clockwork Cleffa on the server, but it's still not, it's still a little big compared to that one at least. You get 1 villager, and basically you got the bone meal that he plants these 3 spots, and then he and then he comes over here. There's a string, and when he hits the string, it causes water to flow out. Oh, you can see it right there. So bone meals those to full, and then the other dispensers on the other side shoot out seeds. So the redstone is Clockwork Cleffa's. Mine was a little more spread out, wasn't necessarily as efficient, and this is kind of what he helped me come up with. And this over here is the design. It takes all of this but puts it more horizontal, so that it fits in a much smaller space horizontally rather than being spread out a little more vertically. And then over here I'm going to build my graveyard and temple. Graveyard will be kind of over in this area, and I've got the floor down for my temple. The cobblestone more shows where walls will mostly be, and these little cells will be where I'm going to put some clerics. Again, it's mostly for aesthetics. That is one thing that I am more of an aesthetic builder than efficiency in a lot of respects. So if it looks good but not too efficient, I'll probably just stick with it. Then down here, down these tunnels, there's a skeleton spawner and a zombie spawner that I use. Skeleton spawner set up to get bones AFKing. The zombie spawner isn't set up to get AFK rotten flesh yet, but I'm going to switch it to it. And then the last little thing I have that I haven't done too much with is right over here. There was a ravine, surface ravine, that I dug out. Did I run past it? I ran past it. Oh, it's right here. I dug it out a lot further than what it was, and I have some ideas of what I'm going to do. Just kind of make it look pretty cool eventually. I've kind of got this whole plane marked out with cobblestone. It leads over quite a bit. There's some forests over in that direction that gives me some trees, and then I got jungle all on this side and a desert over there. The only thing that it really isn't too close is savannas. There's a mesa kind of that way, not too far. I'm not really sure where a savanna is though, and I know there's a swamp kind of on the other side of these extreme hills. So I have pretty decent access to everything, and I know there's a flower forest somewhere around here. So this is the area I'm going to build up. My other episodes will probably focus more on one thing at a time, and they'll go through the build as I focus a little more. But right now this is what I had, and I hadn't really recorded any of it, so just wanted to do a quick walkthrough of everything I currently have on the False Symmetries Patreon server. So thanks for watching, and leave any comments below, and I will see you next time.